In this lesson, we will learn how to model a hammer. That one you see here. So as you can see here, it's made up of two main elements. That one, or objects actually. That one, which looks like a cylinder, and that other one that takes the shape of a cube. So let's see what we got here. That's the first shape we will model right now, and of course I made some selection to change the material. Same for the handle or the cylinder. So what did we do exactly to do that? Let's start from scratch. From file menu, let's go to new all. Of course I won't save anything, and let's go to home page. So we need to create that. Let's see it first. We need to create that cube first, if it's a cube. Of course a box can work fine with it, but let's see what other options available for us to use. From extended primitives, we have this thing called hos. If we pick a hos and we go here, we can activate the snap toggle, so we can start from the middle. I can drag that shape of hos, right click to deselect it, and see what options available for me here. I got two main options: to create a free hos or a bound to object pivot. We will talk about that other type later in advanced modeling, but this time we create a free hos. Let's see the parameters for that hos. We can change the height. 30 is fine for this object. Segments, I actually will change the number of segments to a very low value. Let's make it 3, so I can get these 3 pots only. Of course, the more you raise it, the more you get more of these segments or pieces of the hose. I only need the 3 pieces, so I'll let it to be 3. I'll leave the start and end values the same, but I'll change the cycles number. The cycles are the number of circles you saw, or these cycles actually has no other name. You saw created. The more we raise the amount of segments, these are the cycles. So here we will make the cycle to 1, and I will leave the diameter to -20%. Let's actually make it, that's too much, let's make it 10%, so we don't have too much of curvature here. And smoothing, I will check on none. I don't need any smoothness. Okay, of course you can change the parameters to see what is that hose can give you. Let's change the diameter. Let's make it something like, it's not a round hose actually, so let's not change the value of round hose. Let's change the rectangular hose. We pick the rectangular hose. Let's make the width to 20 and the depth similar to 20. That's all I need from this hose. Okay, so this is the piece I need here from this hose, and it gives me the curvature I need for the hammer. So that's it. Let's right click, convert to editable poly to start modeling it. So I need to check the photo I have here. So as you can see, I have these 3 main pieces. I need to make this wider, and I need extra 2 spaces that looks like straight, no beveling, and these final 2 pieces here that are beveled. So simply let's change selection mode to polygon, select this piece and control select this one too, and create an extrusion. I'll close this soft selection, I don't need it. Press extrude, and the value, let's make it something like 3. Actually 3 is too much, let's make it 2.5. 2.5. Okay, press OK. Now let's create a bevel, and the value will be greater. It can be 3. I like 3. Press OK. Okay, so let's change the mode to front view so you can see it right here, and we change selection to points or vertices, and select these 2 rows in the middle to scale them on the Y axis. Not much, just to get this shape here. So now we get back to perspective view, and we get back also to polygon selection mode, so we can select this ring here, shift to select it, control shift to select that other one, and I need to make it like that one. It's only got some extrusion or bevel, actually it's a bevel, so let's bevel it. Let's do some bevel, and of course we won't work on group, we work on local normal. Let's make the value of bevel something like 1.5. That's too much, let's make it 1. And the value of beveling minus 0.7. Minus 0.7 is fine. Press OK. Then what we need to do, we need to select all the faces. Press Alt to deselect, or maybe you can change the view to front view, and we can use the rectangular selection. Press Alt to deselect this group here, these 2 also. Press Alt again to remove these. Oops, I need to press Control to select these ones. And let's get back to perspective. We also need to deselect that top and bottom faces here. Now what we need to do, we need to do 2 things or 2 steps. Insertion first with a value of, and we make it by polygon with a value of let's see the photo, the render photo. That's something like 0.7. Press OK, and then let's create some minus extrusion. Let's make it minus 1.5 and press OK. So that's it. 1.5 is too much. Let's make it extrude minus 1.2 and press OK. So that's it for modeling this piece of the hammer. What we need to model now, we need to select that guy, right click. Actually we need to rotate it, and before we rotate it we need to change the pivot point. So we go to hierarchy, affect pivot only, and center to object. We need it to be centered to object. Okay, we deactivate affect pivot only. Let's rotate it and activate the angle snap toggle, so we can rotate it to perfectly 90 degree. Okay, fine. Let's raise it up, and I need to hide it, so right click and press hide selection. Now let's go to top view, activate the snap toggle tool, pick from the standard primitive, pick a cylinder. Let's create a cylinder. right click, change the view to perspective view, and the value of its height, I care about the height. Let's make it 80 with a 5 radius. Height segment will be 30 is fine, cap segment is 1, sides 18, that's fine for that. Okay, so let's deactivate both of these snapping. Right click, convert to editable poly. Now we need to select, based on a polygon selection mode, these pieces here, that ring. I select, shift, then control again. Let's check the image. I can't remember how many rings we have. Here we have 1, 2, 3. There's the one left here. Okay, so I leave that guy, press control, shift. I leave that one, control, shift. That one, control and shift. I need to do two things. First, let's make an insertion with a value of 0.1. Press OK. Then bevel on a local normal and the value of 0.8 with minus I need to get closer to see it. Minus 0.5 is fine, and press OK. So last, I need to create the ball you saw here. That one, not a ball actually. That handle here. I need to make it. So I change the view while selecting this piece here, this polygon. I change the view to front view, and I will do multiple bevels. So first bevel will be to the amount of 1.5, and to that amount will be, I guess 1 is fine, maybe 2. Press OK. Second bevel, press OK. It will be 1.5 to 1 bevel. Press OK. A third one, that will be bigger, 2 to the amount of 1. Press OK. Again 2 to the amount of 0.5 and press OK. Another one which will be smaller, it will be 1 and the bevel value will be 0 and press OK. Then I will repeat these pieces again. So I press bevel, that one it will be 1.5 to the amount of 0.5 with negative value and press OK. Again bevel, it will be 2 minus 1 and press OK. Repeat that one, make the bevel value 1.5, press OK. That one will be 1 to the amount of minus 2, maybe minus 1 because it's not long, or minus 1.2. Press OK. Another bevel with the value of 1.5. No, that's too much. Let's make it 1, and the amount of bevel minus 1.5. Press OK. I guess that will be a final bevel with minus 2 and press OK. Then let's push that guy up just like that. Okay, let's get back to perspective view. Now what we need to do, we need to change selection mode, because I don't know if this is been told to you before, but I don't like to use that tool much, which is the swift loop. Sort of disturbing to me. So I select, double click while clicking control. I selected the edges I need to make crisp, these ones. Oops, double click, here, double click. The nice thing about all 3D applications is that selection can be removed using Ctrl Z. That's not available in other 2D applications. So now we select all the edges. We need to chamfer. We press on chamfer setting. We create a chamfer with a value of 0.1 and we make it 2 steps. I need first to deselect that guy here. I press Alt. Let's make sure we didn't select anything that can create any weirdness. Okay, so again chamfer, and I will make it 2 steps. Press OK. Now when I apply the turbo smooth to my object, I will raise the iteration to 2 and the isolin display, so I can only see my editable poly edges. Now let's do like we did before. Let's first make the hammer head unhided. So right click, unhide all. Let's go to top view. Maybe front view is better in this case. So we can grab this guy up like that. I press F3 so I can see through it. Yeah, that's it. Press F3 again. So that's my hammer. I check on both of them so I can start rotating. I press Ctrl to select both of them. Then let's rotate on each axis so nothing funny can happen. Let's go to perspective view and make another rotate that way and put him down on the grid. Now if you want to change the material, we need to select the editable poly and go to polygon mode. So like I did in the last one, as I recall, I selected that one. Maybe we can select that guy and grow selection, so we can select all that amount. Press Ctrl, select that guy too. Control, select, Control Shift to select. Let's pick the material. I here created 2 materials. I created one with a diffuse map. I didn't do much actually. You will have a separate course dedicated, no more than one course dedicated to material editing, but here I just created a map, a noise map for diffuse color with 3 by 3 by 3 tiling, and I changed its color to dark black and white, and I changed its type to turbulence. That will be dedicated for our selection. So here assign material to selection, and here I select the editable poly and I pick the other material. I will tell him to assign material to selection. Same thing here. I should reverse the process. I will do the same here. I will open the material editor, assign the other material to selection, and then I will go to polygon mode, and with all of these selected, I will press Alt to deselect these pieces here. And I will apply my selection, my material to this selection, the second material, assign material to selection. Now let's pick this guy, do the same. Go to editable poly, polygon mode. I guess I still have the selection. I will do the same, select the second material and assign material to selection. Okay, so you first assign the overall material of the object, then you make your selection and assign the second material to it. So that's it for this tutorial, and let's jump to the second one.